Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETLs, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit them up with this resistance. Watch them roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs. Make profits. Light up watching them gain make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We are here with you for the final trading hour of the day, final trading hour of the week, and it is another sell-off day in the markets. All right, another sell-off day in the markets here, folks, today. And you know, we broke below a major level of support yesterday. And we talked about if you can't get back over that 390 level on the SPY, that you expect some further follow through selling to the downside. That's exactly what you got here today. Not necessarily a major catalyst or a piece of news today that really caused this sell off. This is some follow through selling after the markets have broken below some key levels of support. And that's giving the follow through move to the downside. Major short squeeze going on right now in COSM, and trade of the day today inside the True Trading Group chat room was Tesla for the short. Tesla, brand new 52-week lows. Trade of the day today inside of the True Trading Group chat room. We're going to break it all down for you guys. We're going to talk about it. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at TTG. And if you don't know by now, True Trading Group is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform available today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here on this YouTube channel, where myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests provides you with analysis, golden nuggets of education, tips, and market commentary that can help you become better traders immediately. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. You guys don't ever want to miss out on any one of these live streams. But why should you listen or care about anything that we talk about and discuss on here? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City. My first job out of college. That's where I learned how to trade. Went through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch a dollar of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and an over 20-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, all experience levels, learn to trade and profit consistently. Because of that, like I said, we are the fastest growing and highest rated platform. We combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and even long-term investing. We take that university level of curriculum, we pair it with today's top trading and investing tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year if you were to go and pay for those tools directly on your own. We also give you access to the TTG members, over 10,500 of the best traders, most educated, most supportive, most successful traders that you will find. And of course, you'll get access to all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the rest of the professional trading mods in True Trading Group that have been able to maintain cumulatively amongst all of us a win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 2 years. So again, guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. You don't ever want to miss out on any of the live streams that we have for you guys here today. So let's break it all down for you guys. Let's kind of talk about what's going on here in the overall market. So give you guys a quick little rundown, a quick update of what we have going on right now first, and then I will bring on a guest to help me go through this. We have a couple of things to talk about today on this live stream, guys. We're going to be talking about trade of the day today, short Tesla. Jessica Woodard's going to come on here and break down the trade of the day for us, and then also you got some updates regarding Binance for those that are following the crypto saga. And I'm going to have another special guest that's coming on here to help me break down and discuss with you guys the updates and the situations going on in the crypto markets. Is Bitcoin taking a hit just like the rest of the overall markets are taking hits? MicroStrategy, Coinbase, Silvergate, Square or Block rather, the likes of all those crypto related names, all seeing pressure to the downside today, as is the overall market. So let's talk about the overall market first. Yesterday, you broke below that 390 level, right? If you guys look at the bottom right of my screen, we're on the daily chart, and this 390 level has been a level that we've been focusing on for the last, this level's been in play for the last year, right? You go all the way back to May. This 390 level was a huge level for the SPY. You broke underneath it yesterday, failed to get back above that level. And then today, the floodgates open as the selling pressure continues and accelerates to the downside. And you are now beneath your next level of support, which is now going to become resistance. And that's right around that 385. Now, if we draw a line across 385, okay, like 385.50, you draw a line across that, you'll notice that you have this previous pivot top back here on November 8th. That was then the low of the day on the gap up from the CPI day, which created a gap entry, right? From the day you had the big gap up from the CPI number. You gapped under it today, but what else is there as we zoom in? This dark blue line, I'm not sure if you guys can see it on my screen, this dark blue line. Folks, that's the 50-day moving average. We are now beneath it. So you literally in 3 days went beneath the 200, 100, and 50-day moving average. It all happened in 3 days, thanks to none other than Mr. Jerome Powell and his pack of gangsters at the Federal Reserve, who just came in, his pack of little evil Grinches came in there and stole away the Christmas charm in December by moving markets to the downside. But you're beneath now those key levels. And you're now what you look for, folks, is that 385, which was previous lows of the day from today. Once you broke beneath that, you would look for that to become resistance. Now you're getting a little bit of a move to the upside here in the final hour of the day. It's quad witching today. Okay, today's quad witching. There are $4 trillion worth of options that are expiring today. It is a massive, massive day for derivatives and for options trading and expiration. $4 trillion worth expiring today. Okay, so I would expect some kind of an increase in volatility as we get into the final hour of the day, as you go through all of those expirations and all those options expiring here today at the close. So you may get a nice, you might get a lot of volatility, you might get a lot of wild action in the overall markets as you get into the quad witching. All right. So you are pushing right now, guys. We're pushing back up to 384. We got back above VWAP for the first time since earlier this morning around 9:45, when you had some manufacturing and services PMI data that came out there at 9:45. You had an initial move to the upside, and then you got the markets then sold itself off. Now that data that came out early this morning was actually much lighter than expected. In the 46s, they were expected to be 47. It was like 46.2 or something, 46.7. Expectation was 47.9, somewhere around that, give or take a couple points. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but they were lighter than expected. The bond market continues to tell you that the economy is slowing, and that if the Fed continues on the trajectory that they are on of the 5.1, the stock markets and the bond market are both telling you that would cause the markets and the economy to slow to a point where you would have recession, not soft landing. That's what the bond market and the stock market's been telling you guys over the last 2 days after the Fed came out and raised the Fed funds target to 5.1. All right, so you're just getting more of that here today. It's kind of the same playbook from yesterday. That same playbook is in effect here today. Same exact type of price action in the stock market, also in the bond market. All right. So 2-year treasury continues to move to the downside yield wise. Yields on the 2-year are continuing to move to the downside. That is the opposite of what the Fed wants it to do. The Fed is in a bit of a pickle. And the reason why the Fed's in a bit of a pickle is because the Fed continues to raise interest rates, but yields are not moving higher with them. Yields are actually moving to the downside. Now, the back end of the curve, yields are starting to move to the upside, but the front end is moving lower, which is the opposite of what the Fed is trying to accomplish. The Fed wants that 2-year treasury to move to the upside. Right? Financial conditions, according to Goldman Sachs, have actually eased over the last couple of months, even though the Fed has continued to raise rates. So the Fed is tightening financial conditions, but yet actual financial conditions have eased when you look at different interest rates in other areas, when you look at the bond market, when you look at the yields on treasuries, when you look at mortgage rates, they've actually come down. Even the Fed has raised rates higher than where they were previously. So you have mortgage rates, and the 2-year treasury, the 10-year treasury yield is lower today than it was when before the Fed raised interest rates, which should not be. That's the market is off. You should see them moving higher with the Fed funds rate, but they're not. So that's kind of where we lie. That's what the bond market is still signaling to you, and stocks are obviously selling off on the back of that. All right. So let's get into what I want to do here now, folks. Is what I want to do now is kind of bring on one of the TTG moderators here for today and go over with you guys the trade of the day. Trade of the day today inside a True Trading Group chat room was short Tesla. It was an absolute monster, as Tesla has broken now into new 52-week lows, and it's gotten all the way down to $150. $150. You have to go all the way back to 2020 in order to get $150. Okay, you got to go all the way back to 2020 to get to $150 as a price for Tesla. So Tesla doing a kind of a round trip here. Stock's down now over 50% just this year. All right, so with that being said, folks, I want to go ahead. I want to bring on one of the TTG Pro Trading moderators. Everybody would give a big ayo to Jessica Woodard.
Heyo, how's it going?
What's up, Jess? How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I don't have to ask how you are.
I'm doing fabulous.
I know how you are. because anytime somebody catches a 8-to-1 risk reward trade, I'd say that they're doing pretty damn well.
I would say so, yes. Yes, absolutely.
So let's go through this. Let's talk about this Tesla trade. Let's unpack this. A ton of members were able to jump on this trade today as well. Was just an absolute thing of beauty. So kind of walk us through, and I got the chart up on my screen, and I'll try to take people through it, but kind of talk us through your thought process coming into the day. You know, was Tesla a target that you had your eyes on before the markets opened, or did it do something after the open that caught your attention? Like, what was the overall setup and thought process going into this?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of crazy because yesterday, Tesla was one of the stronger names in the market yesterday. And, you know, I was watching Tesla's price action going into yesterday, because if you go to if you would go to a 5-day, like 5-minute chart, something like that, intraday. If you see there on Tesla, we pushed up into 161 3 separate times. Okay. And yesterday when Tesla was holding up, I would have liked to see that level break. We went right up to that level in the morning. We pulled back into VWAP, and then we hung out at VWAP the whole rest of the day on Tesla yesterday. So last night, I actually did Lifetime Lounge with our Lifetime members, and we were in there talking, and I was like, okay, unpopular opinion, but I want to short Tesla. And, you know, we went over why, and I explained to them all those levels of resistance at 161. But if we were to break 161, then definitely you would look for more upside on Tesla, because if you see there on my screen, 154 area is a big level of support for Tesla. So I knew if that broke, that we would see more downside in the name. But I wanted to see that retest of 161 going into today. And I told the Lifetime members yesterday, if we get up into that 161, I'll have my eyes on Tesla like a hawk. So going into today, intraday, the market was pushing back up after the initial drop. The SPY had went back up towards the high of day. And if you see on Tesla, we did not make it up past VWAP or the previous day's close. Okay, so if you go to like a 3-minute, we didn't make it past the previous day's close. You had VWAP sitting there, and you had your 38.2 fib sitting there. We briefly tried to break that level and could not get above it. So on that very next candle, That's what gave me the conviction to go short Tesla. And I got on the mic before I even entered this trade and told the members my entire game plan and where my stop loss would be. I said, if we break up above VWAP, I'll get out of this trade, because I didn't want to see us go back up to retest that 161 level, especially if the market pushed up to try to fill the gap from this morning. So I set my alert through at 9:52. I entered at 157.92, and my stop loss was at 159, up there above VWAP. And right after we entered the trade, we got the rollover. Like, I wasn't necessarily expecting it to happen that fast, but hey, I'm not complaining. So I took my first piece of profit at 156.27 in front of the low of day. And then another piece of profit came off at 155.24 through low of day. And a lot of members in chat asked me, which I wanted to save this for the live stream, but a lot of members asked me kind of how I broke up this trade. So my first take profit was 10% of my position, because I wanted to see if we would get the follow through move through low of day down into that next support that I just mentioned previously.
Okay, so you kind of backloaded your position, like held on to a bigger piece deeper into the trade. Okay, so that's, guys, real quick, I just want to kind of break that down for you, because there's ways, once you guys become like a little bit more experienced traders, there's ways that you can play with the percentage of your tiers based on conviction level. So we teach in True Trading Group a tier trading strategy, which is something I learned working at the hedge fund, that I've just tweaked it so that it relates to around retail trading, which is where when you're getting out of your positions, you're getting out of your position in pieces. You're not exiting your trade all at once. You can also enter your trade in pieces rather than entering your trade all at once. It's so important and such a game changer for traders trading and for their P&L. There's an entire course dedicated to the tier trading system inside of the courses in TTG. Joe, do me a favor, Joe, post the syllabus right up in chat just so people can see all the stuff that they're going to get access to once they do join the TTG fam, and you can see all the courses that they have access to. But when you are, let's say you're in a funk and you're not trading well, or you're having a tough time seeing things, you're not sure about a trade, you can actually sacrifice profit to reduce risk early in a trade by taking bigger chunks of your position off early. So instead of taking, like, so for example, you might do like, okay, 25% of your position comes off at profit target 1, then 50% at profit target 2, then 25% at profit target 3, or you can do like 25, 25, 25, 25. Like, you can play with those percentages a lot. So if you're struggling and you just want to kind of take risk off at profit target 1, you might opt to take anywhere from 25 to 50% of your position off early. So you're front loading that position. You're taking that profit off early, sacrificing profit on the back end, but to reduce your risk early. On higher conviction trades, you can do the opposite. So if you are really confident on a trade, as Jess was with Tesla, because Jess goes, if we break this level, there's nothing underneath Tesla. You're going to have a big move to the downside if this level breaks. If that's the case, you can say, okay, well, instead of taking 50% of my position off the table at profit target number 2, you hold on to a bigger piece of your position for deeper into the trade. This way, as you're getting the follow through, you still have the bulk of your position, and you're not just in a small piece, but rather you're still in 50% or 75% of your position for the bigger piece of the move. And that's how you guys can make a lot more money utilizing the tier trading system. So that's kind of, I wanted to break that down for people that are maybe not members of True Trading Group, that don't know what the tier trading system is and how you can use it to your benefits. But that's one way to use it to your benefit. And that's exactly what Jess is talking about holding on to a bigger piece of her position deeper into the trade.
Yeah, and it was really cool because too, when we were going over the Tesla trade in Lifetime last night, we also got the question asked about, like, how do I find where my targets would be for take profits? And so it was actually on Costco. We went over Costco's chart and we went over an entire game plan from beginning to end of where would we enter this trade? What would our risk reward be on the trade? Where would we be taking our profits at? And we went over from beginning to end an entire trade plan and the importance of risk rewarding your trades, because this is how, if you're a 50% win rate trader, that you can wipe out several red trades just with one trade like Tesla, right? So we went over this specifically yesterday. And like Mike just said, my conviction of that level breaking kind of confirmed itself this morning when all of those levels that I had mentioned intraday aligned and we tested 161. So then at my second take profit, I think you already have it circled down there. My second take profit was 155.24 and I took 15% there. So at this point, I was out of 25% of my position because I wanted to see that 153, 154. That's an area, right? So I wanted to see that area get tested, which is where I took bulk. At 153.80, I took 50% of my position down there. The reason I took 50 off here is because this is a bigger level of support. So I wanted to be out of the bulk of my position at this point in case Tesla bounced from that level. You can see we never got the bounce from that level. We continued to the downside. And what I did with my last piece, because Tesla is immensely weak. Like, you take a look at the SPY right now, we're above VWAP pushing 384 and Tesla's still at the low of day, right? So at that next take profit support, which is at 150.30, the low of day, I took off 15% there and I'm holding 10% of my position still.
Beautiful. So was that right here, Jess, or was it a little? It was
at 11:28.
Yep, right there. That's what I thought. So there's the take profits, guys, on the Tesla short, and Jess is still now in 10% of her position. And that's how you'll tier out of your position. This way, you're locking in gains as the trade works in your favor, and then that protects you against any type of a bounce back off of those levels. And then, like I said, you're holding on to those positions, and this way you get paid deeper. Now she's still short, 10% of the position, small piece of the trade still on. But if you get further downside, 149, whatever it is, that's how you guys can really start to make a lot more money on the trades that you're right on by holding on to your position and staying in trades longer. The tier trading system, especially when it comes to taking profit, it's designed specifically to do something that a lot of traders have a hard time with, and that is stay in winning trades longer. So many traders really struggle with getting out of their winning trades too soon. They get one move, they really excited, they get really happy, they take profit, or the stock then starts to bounce back, they get nervous, and then they get out of the position because they're like, oh, I was just up $200, now I'm only up $100. It's better than nothing. Let me get out now. But if they stayed in, they'd be up $300-400, right? They'd be up $300-400. Okay, so that's something that the tier trading system will really help you guys do, which is, and exactly, you'll see now this example, Jess was really never worried about this position. It never went against her. It never even got close to the stop loss. It never bounced back. But not every trade is going to be this smooth and have this much directional momentum. You're going to have situations where, okay, maybe from here, the stock bounces back up into this level. And if you don't take any profits off the table, you're going to get nervous and you're going to get out of your position here. And then all of a sudden the stock drops back to the downside. And you're like, oh man, I sold too soon. Okay, it rolled over. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is exactly how you're able to hold on to the position and stay in that position longer. And that is how you're able to make more money on winning trades.
Well, and let me tell you, like, Lifetime was so jam-packed last night because we talked about too that trading should be very systematic for you. Like, this Tesla trade was already mapped out in my mind, right? So when you get into a trade and your initial risk, let's say, is $500, right? Our risk was $1. You have 500 shares. Well, if you're risking 500, you better be making at least 9 on the trade, right? Because you want to 2-for-1 your trades. And so you have to be systematic in the fact that you take profits in front of those zones, and you are very quick to move your profit down or your stop down as you're taking profits, so that you can lock in the green on the trade and stay in that trade longer. So
Absolutely beautiful, perfectly executed, excellent patience, amazing entry, beautiful take profits, still short 10%. Beautiful job. Congratulations, Jess. Congratulations, members of True Trading Group that were able to capitalize on this in chat today. Trade of the day inside of the True Trading Group chat room. Congrats. If you guys banked on this today, sound off in chat. Tell us how you did. You know, we always love to hear about your successes. Sound off in chat. Tell me how you did. Congratulations again, Jess, and everybody else that nailed that Tesla trade. Going back over to the overall market, guys, we are betting a little bit of a bounce here, and we are approaching that 385 level that we just discussed just a few minutes ago. And to help me go over and break down the overall markets, I want to go ahead and introduce you guys to another one of TTG's pro trading moderators, a man with more experience than many. I'm not gonna date him right now. I'm not gonna date him right now because he's my boy, and I'm not gonna do that to him here in front of everybody. Everybody, give a big warm ayo welcome to our man Gio. I think Adam's gotta throw him on here. There he is.
How are you?
What's up, Gio? How are you, my man? What's going on?
Not much. What's happening?
Pretty good, man. It's, you know, markets are getting pretty wild right now. We just popped our heads back over VWAP. We're approaching that 385 level, those initial lows from early this morning. You got that 50-day moving average on the daily. So, I mean, walk me through kind of you're the SPY master here, everybody. So for those that don't know, Gio, his main focus is trading options on the SPY. And Gio loves just kind of scalping those SPY options. It is his main focus. He follows the SPY on a daily basis, and is always kind of locked in and honed in on the SPY. So what are you seeing here, Gio? What do you think? You think this bounce has any meat to it, or you think we're going to get stuffed around this 50-day?
Well, I'm looking right now at the 2 minute, and I see that we're approaching the opening print, right? Which is where the those 385 puts, really 380, 385 puts came in really nice this morning. Mm-hmm. So I do see the volume pretty identical to the upside and downside. It is quad witch. I kind of think we're going to run into resistance at 385, my opinion. Yeah. You know, it's 3:35 in the afternoon. I'm not putting a trade on right now, but I do think that we get a little bit of a downside action on the 385 if we get up there.
Yeah, it looks, and as I'm kind of going through this, and I just pulled up a 1 minute chart. Just, I know you were looking at the 2 minute chart, but I just pulled up a 1 minute chart just to kind of show people. And it's like this, you know, what looks pretty interesting here is like this 383.50 zone. Yeah. You guys take a look at this 383.50 zone, and you look back all the way, go all the way back to like 10:15 this morning, and you can see this area ever since you broke underneath it. You can see it's been resistance here all afternoon. You popped up there at 3 o'clock, became resistance. You finally broke through it. Volume started to pick up there on the 1 minute. I know Gio does look at those shorter time frame candles as a scalper. So typically, guys, like, I don't trade off of a 1 minute chart. I personally am not a scalper. My day trades will last several hours long. My style is very, very similar to Jess. We have very similar styles as far as our day trades lasting several hours and using a 3 minute chart being the shortest time frame that I will look at. But in True Trading Group, there's, like I said, it's not just myself. Jess is a mod. Gio's a mod. You have a lot of other pro traders in TTG that all have different styles. Very important you guys have exposure to different trading styles. Just because you see a trader on YouTube, you know, doing well, making money, does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to replicate what they are doing. Okay, just because one style works for somebody else does not mean it's going to work for you. Okay, very important you guys understand that. So I just brought it down to 1 minute just so people can kind of see what you look at. And you can see, guys, the volume to the upside now. You're starting to see that now the volume to the upside is starting to outpace the volume to the downside, which is the opposite from what you saw early this morning. So when you go early this morning, you start looking at volume bars early this morning, you can see all of these down move candles had much higher volume than when you had these little tiny little pathetic bounce attempts. Volume was a lot lighter, right? And now you're finally getting a little bit of an increase in volume as your markets are moving to the upside. But this 385, 383.50 zone, resistance early in the morning, resistance there at 3 o'clock. You finally broke through above it, and then bang, it becomes a level of support. Now, I'm not trying to, I'm not putting words in Gio's mouth, but no, Gio's trading style, typically that is what Gio looks for. He sees the increasing volume, and then that's what he'll get himself into some call options, and then bang, catch that quick little move right up there to the upside, take profits off into that 385, knowing that 385 is a level of resistance. That is a typical type of trade that Gio likes to capitalize on, using levels, support, resistance, and really honing in and focusing in on that volume. And that's kind of just one little example and something that we're both kind of seeing there, that level at 383.50, and then also this resistance level up at 385. And I'm going to go back to a 3-minute chart now, and you guys can see that price action really kind of cleans itself up a little bit, a lot less candles. That's stuff that I like. But again, a lot of different styles here in True Trading Group, folks. There's something for everybody here. So as I go back to the daily chart, I want to take a quick little peek on over at the daily chart now.
Yeah, the daily was pretty wild. I saw it before.
Yeah, man. We break this thing down to a daily chart now. I want to point out to people, because this is what we do inside True Trading Group. Really, we focus very, very heavily. All right, we focus very, very heavily on technical analysis based on support and resistance levels. And it's very important you guys understand that support and resistance levels, call them rather support and resistance zones, because they are not one finite price. And the more volatile the stock, the wider that zone is going to be. And when you look for these levels, which is exactly what Jess was talking about when she was going over in the Lifetime Lounge with members for Costco, where identifying these support and resistance zones will help you as traders identify where your profit targets are. So if you're short, your profit targets are just support levels. If you're long, your profit targets are just resistance levels, right? And as you look back on the daily chart and draw a line right across 381, what you all will start to see is that, remember that day, the day prior, because this is the CPI number from November, right? You got this huge gap up day. The high of the day prior to that is 381. Now today you have this big gap down underneath the 50-day moving average, but that 50-day moving average is not just the 50-day, right? It's not just the 50-day. It takes you back to the gap entry point from the actual CPI number. So now the 50-day moving average lines up with the gap entry from the CPI number. You get underneath it, you pull back into where? Your first level of support, which is the high of the day from the day prior to the gap, which is 381. And that lines up perfectly with the low of the day today. And now you get your little bit of a bounce. You can see the tail that's getting put in now, taking you right back up into that 385 zone. And then that 385 zone is where you look to be potential resistance, right? So anything that kind of stands out to you, Gio, on the daily, anything that kind of people are paying attention to, or anything else? So
I was actually, if you can bring it in the chart a little bit, so I can get like further out, a little bit right there. Now, see up on your, can you draw a trend line from the top?
From this most recent CPI or from all the way back?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
There it is.
Yep. So I was kind of eyeballing that for like a while now. And the that CPI number, I think that was that pop above it.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a little interesting because I did not expect that. But we did actually, touch above it, and then now we're, that's acting as resistance. So I usually draw an additional line on the bottom of those trends to like form a channel.
Okay.
And I usually do I'll do like three. I'll do like one in the middle and then one on the bottom, sort of to to give me like a little bit of a like a bird's eye view of what's really going on the daily.
Right. And like direction.
Yeah, exactly. And then from there, I take that information and then I go on to like my 2, my 3, my 5, my 15, et cetera, et cetera.
Awesome. I'm gonna actually pull away from the SPY real quick, guys. We got the COSM is in major squeeze mode. Oh my goodness, this thing is absolutely ripping right now. COSM is in short squeeze mode.
Nice.
This stock earlier today was at $4. It is now at 18. So this stock actually just did a 1 for 25 reverse split today. So the size of the float has shrunk by 25 times. And now you're getting a short squeeze up here where you are now up to a high today at 1866, fresh new high. And the volume is really starting to come in here on the COSM. Wow. We got to start taking a look at where the next possible level of resistance is. As I pan this out, your resistance level is right here at 19. 19 is a gap fill. Okay, 19 is a gap fill. All right, where's that? Where am I getting that from? Go back to November 30th. November 30th, you'll see you had a big gap down on COSM. So the gap fill takes you to the close of the day from the 29th. That is the gap fill. So your gap fill is 19, and your structure resistance is a double top at 21. All right, so these are your levels on COSM. Okay, double top, that's your structure resistance at 21. Gap fill, 19. So I don't know if there's anybody that is long the COSM right now as we are doing this live, but here are your resistance zones. If I'm not long, if I was, I would be taking profit off right there in front of 19, and I would have another order out right there in front of 21. We are now pushing up, guys, to new highs, 1923. Remember, that is a level of resistance right there at 19. I would be taking profits off if I was long. We may halt here at nope, they kept it open 1923. Nope, we're going to halt. They're going to keep it open 1940s. No, it looks like we're going to halt. Wow, this is level 2. I don't know if you guys are watching level 2 or not, but level 2 is really getting funky. Looked like we were going to halt there for just a moment. But they kept it open. We printed 1945, but guys, this is a level of resistance. If I was long, I'd be taking profits off right there in front of 19. And again, this is what we do inside True Trading Group. We identify these support and resistance zones so you know where to take profit. A lot of traders will struggle with, where do I take profit? Like if you're long COSM right now, you're like, oh, where do I take profit? Where do I take profit? The stock's moving higher. Everybody gets very excited when the stock moves higher. You don't know when do you get off the train? At some point, you got to get off the train, because if you don't get off the train, what happens? You end up right back where you started, right? Get on a bus, you fall asleep on the bus, you end up right back where you started. You got to get off when you reach your destination. A lot of traders struggle with knowing where that destination is. So very, very important you guys go through the technical analysis of identifying where are the resistance zones. And every time a stock reaches the resistance zone, you take a piece of your position off the table. Just like Jess showed you guys earlier, right? When Jess showed you guys earlier about taking profit off at the targets, where do those targets come from? Simply by identifying the support and resistance zones, right?
Was this the one from earlier that someone said they were in at like 417 this morning or something?
Yeah, someone said that they were in from like 40 something, 44 cents or 47.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was somebody, one of our members in chat at 4:15 a.m. Eastern time actually got into COSM. I don't know how. Craziest entry that I've heard, and literally told us, before the market even opened. Before the market opened, the person was like, "Yeah, no, I'm long. I bought it at like 4:14 a.m. and it was below $1 at that time." So I'm not sure if that person is still on it or still in the trade.
I hope they're taking profit, because you don't want to fall asleep on this bus.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to fall asleep on this one.
That looks like a big short to me.
Yeah, I know. Me too. It'll turn out to be a beautiful one too at some point. But I can't even get a borrow on it, even if I wanted to short it. It's there's no symbols not eligible for short for me on Lightspeed at least. You guys are looking at right now up on the screen. You're looking at the level 2. You're looking at the level 2 for for COSM. And this is something this is a full book level 2 from Quote Media, which is one of our premier partners at True Trading Group. And this is something that is included with your membership at True Trading Group. You get the entire full book level 2. Full book means all market makers, not just the ones that your current brokerage platform shows you, but all market makers participating, all order flow. You guys get that included with your annual membership to True Trading Group. You don't have to pay extra for it. Okay, you don't have to pay extra for it. But if you went to Quote Media directly, you're going to spend a pretty penny. I don't know. I think it's like $900, I think, or something like that a year, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, correct me, Adam, on that one. But I know that it's an expensive piece of data, and you guys get this included with your membership to True Trading Group. So you guys can see, and I want to point out to you, right? Like, you see how the stock just paused here? You say you just took a little bit of a pause. That's because you have that resistance zone there, and you're getting some selling pressure, but the volume is through the roof. This thing may want to continue. This is the heaviest volume of the day right now as the stock is trying to eat through this $19 level. This is a flat-out short squeeze. Okay, that's all this is right now. This is a short squeeze. This is not hedge funds buying. This is not Cathie Wood buying. This is just a short squeeze. People have been shorting the stock now for the last little while. You got the reverse split. Now you have a much smaller float. The stock starts to move, gets picked up on traders' radars. Other people buy it. That adds more volume. Stock moves higher. Shorts start to cover. As the stock moves higher, new shorts come in to short the stock. So a lot of people are shorting the stock today for the very first time. That's something that a lot of people don't really understand when you have these short squeezes. Sometimes people say, oh, well, they'll look at a stock and say, oh, well, but the stock is only 5% short. How is there a short squeeze? Because people are short. You have to understand, people have been shorting the stock today that are getting squeezed out of their positions. When you look at short data is delayed. Okay, there is nowhere where you can find what is the percentage of the float that's short right now to the second. It's delayed. So if you look at a stock and it says, oh, well, 5% of the float is short. That is not necessarily the case at 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the afternoon this day. Because as the stock is trading, like COSM is a prime example of that. I can assure you that traders stepped in and they shorted the stock here. Traders probably stepped in and tried to short the stock in front of the close from yesterday. Traders stepped in and tried to short the stock here in front of 13 because that's a little bit of a level of resistance when you look back here to the 6th and 7th. I'm sure traders got short here at $12. I just know that the people that like to short these stocks, this is where they're going to get short, and they're getting squeezed out of their positions. So a lot of the traders that are getting squeezed out right now are people that shorted the stock, not yesterday, not last week, but people that shorted the stock today. And that is and then that short, it feeds the monster. It's like a black hole, right? It just like people short it, they get squeezed out, and that makes the stock move higher. That shot to the upside will bring in more short sellers, and then they get squeezed. And a short squeeze just feeds itself as more traders get short, and the stock keeps going higher, and they keep getting squeezed. Now $20.58, approaching now your structure resistance at 21. After your structure resistance at 21, it opens up. It opens up after you have that structure resistance at 21. Now you're $20.98. I feel like that could be a top. I feel like that could be a temporary top. Now, if I was long this stock, which I'm not right now, but if I'm not flat, I'm down to probably 10 or 15% of my position right now. If I was long from, let's say, 9 or 12 or something like that. But we'll see how the stock reacts here at 21. This is a monster short squeeze. My goodness. Absolute monster short squeeze. So trying to get through this 21. This thing is nuts. $21.33. Do we get a halt? No, it keeps looking like there were. Yeah, guys, there's that pullback on the SPY. We talked about that before, that resistance at 385.50. So there it is, right? We talked about that on the SPY, about that resistance zone. You heard Gio and I mentioning it just before. We think you get a pullback off that level. There's your pullback, and where is it taking you? Right back to that level that we discussed of that 383.50 zone, right? You see that 383.50 zone that was resistance earlier? right? Now you drop right back down into it. That's also your VWAP indicator. So I don't know, again, if there's any scalpers that are watching the live with us here right now. Again, that would be, and again, typical geo trading style, getting puts up there and then riding that move down there into your support level to then take profits off on the trade back down there in front of support yet again. So good call on that one, Geo, on that pullback off of that 385 area, giving scalpers a trade opportunity right there as we are here live with you guys. COXM is now through $21.77. That is a fresh new high on the day. This is nuts. Wow.
After hours should be fun.
Really quick. Guys, if the SPY breaks VWAP here, we're testing it now, but if we break VWAP and that causes Tesla to go down and briefly pierce that 149 level, I will be taking my final profit off before the close. We only have 7 minutes left, but I'm watching the SPY closely here to see if we can get down there and test VWAP and then see if that gives us a little more downside on Tesla, and I'll take my final piece of profit off the table.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'll do a quick check back over to Tesla. You can see Tesla, guys, just still sitting here at the low of the day. I mean, just so weak. So weak. Exact opposite of COSM. Exact opposite. So there's your pullback now, guys, off of 21. So we'll see if the stock is able to gain its footing or if you get a significant pullback and possibly a halt to the downside. You know, this stock's going to be really whipping around, really volatile. It's dangerous if you are a brand new trader and you're not familiar with this type of speed and volatility, but I would not be surprised to see a downward halt in front of 18 coming off of that $21 high. And that's how you guys identify, that's how you identify the support and resistance zones, right? That's how you'll identify where are you going to be looking to take profit. So up there at that 21, you identified those two levels. So when the stock reaches those levels, like you never know, there's no way to know how far a stock is going to go, right? All you can do is you can look at a stock and you can say to yourself, okay, if I'm long a stock, where's resistance? You identify all those levels, and as the stock reaches it, sell some. Stock reaches your next level, sell some. Yep. Next level, sell some. Until you just run out of shares. The greatest problem a trader has ever had is running out of shares or contracts if you're trading options, because that means you've reached all of your profit targets and you're looking at a 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 7-to-1, 8-to-1, right? Like that's insane when you get that type of movement. Here's a new high, 22.29. Yeah, guys, I don't really see any other levels up here. Now that you're through this area, this is a major short squeeze. Oh my goodness. People's accounts are getting blown up today, I'll tell you that. People's accounts are getting blown up today. When you go over here on the daily chart, which is where you kind of have to go to, $24.
How's the weekly look?
I would say 24. There's your weekly.
Mm.
You have a minor level at 24, guys. I don't see anything major there. I don't see anything major at 24. It's a minor level there at 24. Heavier once you get to 30. Then you've got a gap up once you get into the low 30s. I mean, are those prices possible? Not right now with 4 minutes to go. But then don't forget you have after hours. You have the after hours session that's going to come up, and we'll see if this short squeeze continues after hours. After hours is even tougher for short sellers because the volume's a lot lighter after hours. There's 22.97. If it halts here now, it'll open right after the close because it won't stay halted into the close. But if it halts here at 22.97, are we going to halt? No, almost. They came up, same equal bid and ask. Equal bid and ask at 22.97. Looked like we're going to halt there for a moment, but still open. Still trading with 3 minutes to go. I honestly feel bad for short sellers on this thing. This is blowing people up. I'll tell you that right now. This is blowing people up. 22.97. Now, no, they keep it open. This is crazy. So you'll see when you guys see on level 2, when you see the bid and the ask come to the same exact price, and all of the market makers come to that same price, typically in a few seconds of that, it'll then halt. And they did that at 22.97 on 3 separate occasions, but the stock stayed open. It did not halt. 23.18 is your current high. The volume on this thing is absolutely insane. 2 minutes to go here, guys, before the bell. We are trading $23 on COSM. Wow, look at these. Look at this order flow. Somebody just dropped 25,000 shares on the offer, and they took it within a second. Got taken within 1 second.
They swallowed it up.
Swallowed it in 1 second. 25,000 shares on the ask, and it just got boom. It just got printed. 23.44, new high of the day. You've got a minute to go. Actually, less than a minute to go here. The SPY has pulled off of 385. You're back to VWAP, 383.50. So that was a good call there on that resistance up at 385. Jess, are you going to stick with the Tesla short? Are you carrying
No,
over
I'm about to take it.
Okay. So Jess is taking final. Jess is taking final.
150.37 final take profit. I'm out of time.
There it is. Nicely done, Jess. So there is final take profit for Jess on the Tesla short. 150.37 final take profit. Congratulations, Jess.
That's awesome.
Those that followed her. 150.37 final take profit for Jess on the Tesla short. That position is now closed. And you are now at 23.84, new high on COSM. And there's the bell, folks. We are halted. I mean, Mark, we are closed. So we are closed.
They close the SPY right on VWAP.
Right on it. Right on it. Look at that. It's a beautiful little scalp right there on puts on the SPY from that 385 zone right down back into VWAP, which is what you and I were telling you guys about earlier. And that COSM is trading up there at 23. I don't know. Can the squeeze keep going? Sure, why not? It's a total coin flip at this point, folks. It's a total coin flip at this point. I'm certainly not going to be trading this thing here after hours. But congratulations on the Tesla trade. That was trade of the day today inside of True Trading Group. But stock of the day, COSM, is taking the crown for that one. Stock of the day, COSM, taking the crown for that one.
Whoever said when you're in True Trading Group you don't like the Grinch?
I know, right? Who doesn't?
I mean, I like the Grinch because he's green, but
the Grinch. You know what? The Grinch is green.
The Grinch is green,
and Santa's red.
I know.
Santa's red,
and Santa's the one who didn't show up. So
wow. Yeah, really.
No,
Santa's
it was a good
red
deal.
and the Grinch is green, baby. That's how it's done in True Trading Group.
Yes,
That's
a lot of
how
people
it's done in True
too
Trading
today.
Group.
It was awesome, Mike, because a lot of people today caught the short. They were in coin short. They were in AMD. I saw a lot happening in chat today. It was an awesome day.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Really good day in chat. A lot of members had good days, good Fridays. Good way to finish off and to cap off the week. Proud of you guys. Proud of the members. Proud of the mods. Great stuff. I love it.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I know. Bruno's like, what about me? And guys, markets are trading lower now after the bell. We are now below VWAP. We're now back under 383. So that resistance level up at 385, you heard us talk about it right here with you guys live. All right, we went over to the daily chart. We talked about the SPY. We showed you the levels, right? We showed you the 381 being the support level. Then it bounced you right back up to that 385. Why is 385 important? We showed you guys that before. Previous high of the day on the 8th, previous low of the day on the 10th, and then the 50-day moving average sitting up there at 385, 385.50. That is the level of resistance. You got down to 381. You bounced off it right up into your next resistance zone and plan your trades off of these zones. Way to go, Plaz Capital. Yes, Plaz Capital. 1 week with True Trading Group. 17K, now 40K. 1 week with True Trading Group. Yes, Plaz Capital. Great job, man. Big time trading. Big time trading. Congratulations, Plaz Capital, on a fantastic week of trading. If you guys are making money in True Trading Group and you are becoming better traders, I want to know. Members of True Trading Group, tell me right now on this live, if you are making money, if you are becoming better traders, I want you to type the $ in chat right now, because I know Plaz Capital is not the only one. I know Plaz Capital is not alone on this one. Type the $ in chat right now if you guys are making money. I want to see it. Tell me how you're doing. Now listen, folks, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, my advice to you is actually quite simple. Try to count the amount of $ that are going to be coming through on this side. Are we frozen? Is it just my end?
I don't see it.
I think we just broke the chat.
We broke YouTube.
Did we just break the chat? We just broke the chat.
Is that even possible?
Adam says, I don't know. Chat's broken.
Anything's possible with True Trading Group.
Wow.
Chat broken. Oh, confirmed. We are getting the message now. It is, chat is. We just got the message. Chat is broken. So that is confirmed. So you're not going to count the amount of $ because now the chat is broken. So too many people, I guess, were typing the $ all at once, and the chat is now broken. But there you guys have it. Just a fantastic day for the group. You know, I love when the whole team hits.
Looks like it's coming.
Oh, chat's back up.
There we go.
Chat is back up. Hold on 1 second. Best day by far, says Andrew Natterer. Best day by far, says Andrew Natterer. Beautiful. He'll be getting a bill from Microsoft. I love it. All right, guys. Well, Gio, Jess, excellent. I want to thank you guys for coming on here today and helping me through the final trading hour of the day. Nice. Way to go, Susie Laurie. Susie Laurie goes, great day today. Paid for Christmas and then some.
Nice job.
Nice.
Paid for Christmas and then some. Best week ever, says Plaz Capital. I bet, man. 17K to 40K, more than doubled your account in a week. That's impressive. All right. That is impressive.
Hey, for those of you still in Tesla, we're making new lows after hours. 149 is support, and then look for 147 if you're still in that trade.
There you guys go, folks, on that one. For those that are following along on the Tesla trade. Yep, Tesla just cracked 150. 148.05. 148. Oh, no. Is that a real? No, I don't know. Is that a real print?
No, it's the low is 149.76.
Yeah, that's not a real print. Not a real print there at 148.05. Let's take a quick check on COXM if that's doing anything more. Nope, little pullback there on COXM. So there you guys go, folks. All right. Way to go, Alex. Alex, first time doing all green days. All green days this week.
Nice.
Not a single red day for the week. Way to go, Alex. Congratulations. Milestone there for Alex. Excellent job. Lil Coin just paid off their lifetime membership today. I like that. You know, I love to hear that.
Gio looks so cold.
It's cold up here in the Northeast.
I'm in Ohio and it's cold. I won't even go outside.
Yeah,
it's cold out.
Yeah, Adam doesn't understand. Adam doesn't understand. Well, at least there's hot girls here. You saw in chat. At least there's hot girls here. Somebody on this live stream keeps clicking that link.
That's awesome.
Stop clicking the link. They wouldn't keep coming back here if somebody wasn't clicking the link. One of you out there is clicking that link.
I actually made it through the day without having coffee.
What?
I ran out of beans and I couldn't get to them, so I was drinking tea all day.
Oh my God, I feel terrible. I feel so bad for you, actually.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it.
I had 4 cups of coffee today.
I had 2. Well, actually, I take that back. I had a coffee and then I had an espresso.
Nice.
So yeah, I feel pretty good. Going into the weekend. Nice. Well, Jess and Gio, thank you so much for coming on here today. It was a blast. I think it's always fun to have the viewers see some of the other mods in True Trading Group. I know they see me on a daily basis on these lives. Always good for them to see the other masterminds behind the TTG trading chat room. 2 of our 9 other professional trading moderators. You're looking at them right here, Gio and Jess. Congratulations, guys, on some great trading. Congratulations on a great week. Thanks for coming on here and helping me through this. And just get ready for next week. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun as we go into the final trading week before Christmas.
Yep. Anytime, Mike. Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Have a good one.
You too. Ciao.
All right, folks. And there we have it. All right, guys. Well, a fantastic day for us inside of True Trading Group. Let me see who's on the live stream right now. We still got about 800 people that are with us here live. How many of you are not members of True Trading Group? If you're not a member and you guys are still with us live here, do me a favor and type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, just type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, I want to see who we have on here that is still not a member of the TTG fam. Don't be shy, guys. Just go ahead and type those letters TTG. If you're not a member, I want to see who we have here. We've got Gold Miner. We've got Ali, Kenneth. We got Tony. Balsakskin, how are you? Twisted Merm. Momo. John Boburn, welcome back. I feel like John Boburn, you've been on these live streams before. I recognize that name. Chris99, Smooth Operator, welcome back. I recognize your name as well. We've got Mere Mortal. I like that username. Welcome. Got a lot of new faces that are with us here today, guys, on the live. I love to see it. Nelly says, thank you so much, Mike, Jessica, and Gio, and Adam. It is our absolute pleasure, guys. Oh, John Bianchi, how are you? It is our absolute pleasure to be here with you. Hope you guys all enjoyed the live stream. What I would like to do here is make sure that all of our people that are typing TTG, I want to make sure you guys all understand that our holiday sale has officially begun. Started yesterday. You guys have a chance from now until Sunday at midnight to get a 48% discount on the annual membership that is True Trading Group. Now remember, that annual membership to True Trading Group includes all of our courses, all of the tools, Benzinga's news feed, Trading Views charts, the Trade Idea Scanner, Quote Media's full book level 2, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, insider buying, insider selling data, short data, analyst ratings, a social sentiment scanner, a trading journal. All of it is included. You guys don't pay $1 extra for any of that stuff. It's all included. You can get a 48% discount on our membership right now. We have 20 spots available between now and Sunday at midnight for you to get a 48% discount. The price of our membership, it's normally $2,212. With this discount, it drops it down to just $1,137. That price is good until Sunday at midnight. Then the price goes to $1,207. It's 11:37 today, 12:07 after Sunday at midnight. As we walk the price of the membership up after Christmas, it'll be $1,500. And then after New Year's, we move the price to back over the $2,000 price mark. And then the holiday sale is finished. The next 20 people to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will flash green. It'll drop to $1137, and you'll be getting a brand new free laptop included with your membership. It has a retail value of about $300. You can use it to trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay and put the $300 in your trading account if you want. It's a gift to you. You guys can also, give that laptop away for a holiday gift. Okay, give those away for as a gift for the holidays. Whatever you want to do. It's a free laptop. It's about a retail value of around $300. The next 20 people to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops to $1137. Fill out your info. Check out. You're done. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email when you join. In the welcome email will be instructions how to claim the free laptop. With that membership, you'll be getting access to all of our courses, the beginner courses, the advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. Joe, why don't you post the syllabus up in chat one more time for people to see what they're going to get access to? These are not gimmicks. These are not special secrets. It's a simplified version of the educational training program that I went through when I worked at a fund in New York. And then our other professional trading mods have then added to and expanded on that curriculum. It's a 22-course curriculum. Each course has multiple chapters. Each chapter has multiple lessons. You guys get access to all of it. There's no upsells for courses. There's no additional pro courses that cost more money. You get access to all of it. You're also going to be getting a double your money back guarantee with your membership. I did not stutter. I'm being dead serious. Everyone that joins True Trading Group, I put my money where my mouth is. I stand behind this platform and this program that we have created. And I believe so strongly in its ability to help you reach your goals that I'm telling you that if you join TTG right now for $1137, claim one of those free laptops. If you go through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group, you do those three things, and you still cannot make your membership fee back at least once, the $1,137. If you can't make that back at least once during your membership, I will give you back $2,274. That's the deal when you join True Trading Group. That is the double your money back guarantee. Now, I don't think you're going to need it considering we've only had to give a refund to 2.6% of our users, but 78% of our members renew their membership. That's why I'm so confident in giving you guys that double your money back guarantee. I see the results that members have. And I don't even break a bead of sweat offering you a double your money back guarantee. Nobody else is going to offer you guys that because they're not as confident in their ability, their platform's ability to help you guys reach your goals. You're also going to get access to all of our tools and resources. Okay. The tools, these are worth over $5,000 a year if you were to go pay for them on your own. We know that's expensive. That's a lot of money. But you need these things in order to help you become successful. Successful traders use these things because they gives them more information that helps them make better decisions, that increases their chances of success. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charts, the Trade Ideas scanner, the dark pool data, all of these things would cost you over $5,000 a year if you went to these companies directly on your own. It's all included when you join True Trading Group. You're also going to be getting access to the New Year, New Member Head Start Workshop hosted by yours truly on January 5th. This will be a New Year, New Member Head Start Workshop hosted by yours truly on January 5th, where I'm going to be laying out for you my entire outlook and game plan for 2023. What adjustments am I making in my long-term portfolio? What stocks am I going to be buying? What stocks am I going to be selling? And how I plan on making those adjustments in my long-term portfolio for 2023. That's going to be a Head Start workshop that you will get included for free when you join the TTG platform. That's going to be on January 5th. That is also what is included with your membership. All right. So all you guys need to do is go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops down to $1137, check out, and you are good to go. If you have any questions about the membership, send a text message to 786-505-4049. 786-505-4049. Take advantage of that holiday sale, folks. Get the free laptop, get the double your money back guarantee, get the Head Start workshop. You don't have to enter your address. Remember, you'll get a welcome email when you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. You'll know you're getting one of those 20 spots as long as you see a laptop in your checkout card. If you're watching this live stream later tonight or on Saturday or Sunday morning, as long as you see a laptop on ttgoffer.com, that's how you know you're getting one of the 20 spots. All right. 22. Way to go, Sarah Weber, new member of True Trading Group. If I'm not mistaken, is that the same Sarah that just became a new member of True Trading Group? Sarah, is that you? Yes, it is. Sarah, you just sold COSM at $22.98. You animal! Congratulations, Sarah. You are a brand new member. You just joined like 2 days ago. Sarah, did you cover your membership cost with that one trade? I'm just curious. I know, Sarah, I know you literally just joined, I think 1 or 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. It is Sarah. Sarah, I'm so happy for you. $22.98. That's insane. Great job, Sarah. Really great job. Congratulations. Enjoy your weekend. You owned it. You earned it. Really great job. Really great job. All right, guys. So that's it. That concludes the live stream here for today. What I'll do is I want to show you guys the actual platforms. You can see for yourself what all of these different tools and all these different resources, what they all look like. So if you guys do want to join, you know exactly what you're going to be getting access to. So if you're not interested in the membership, you guys can sign off the live stream now. I'm done with the educational stuff. We're done covering the markets. The markets are closed. Make sure you guys tune in Sunday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern live on the True Trading YouTube channel right here. I'm going to go live. We're going to go over the game plan for next week, what the outlook is, what we think the market's going to do, how we plan on making money next week. We'll go over all of that for you on Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern live. So subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on any one of these lives. All right. If you are interested in membership, hang tight. I'll show you guys the platform here now. All right. Because remember, the annual membership comes with access to everything. Okay. Right. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. They're all included with your annual membership. Okay. So when you guys join True Trading Group, you're going to be getting access to our chat room. Obviously, the chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out our trades in real time. Right? We're with you from pre-market all the way through until the market's closed. We're not gone after the hour or two. We're there with you the entire trading day. You can also use our mobile app. The mobile app will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time.
Yo, sorry to interrupt you. I think I just don't want this to. This just looks bad. I don't think Sarah actually made money on the trade.
Okay.
So I don't want to just sweep that under the rug. I want to make sure that Sarah, did you lose money or make money on the trade?
If she sold at $22.98, then the only way she would have lost if she's been. No, it's not even possible. She would have.
I don't know. Let's just figure it out real quick.
If you sold at $22.98, the only way you could have lost money is if you bought the stock in May of this year.
All right. All right. Let's just see if she responds back. She was in before. Oh no, somebody said in before the split. Maybe, I don't know. I just, look, we're super transparent on here. That's all. All right. So just want to make sure that we didn't get that wrong. No, I didn't lose money. I was in before the split.
Yeah, so she made money, but just not enough to cover her membership
cost. That's fine. If she made money, great. I just didn't want us to give praise to something. You know what I'm saying? It just looked weird. Whatever.
Yeah. So she still made money, but not enough to cover the membership cost because she was in it before the split this morning. So she's been holding that stock, I guess, for a couple of weeks, and now it ran all the way back up to $24. $23.84 is your high. She's out at $22.98. So good stuff. Cool. And now the stock is pulling all the way back now underneath 17. You're back underneath $17 now on COSM. So guys, so like I said, that you'll get the mobile app, which will let you guys get the mobile app will give you, yeah, here you go. She goes, no, I didn't lose money, but I was in before the split, had 100 shares before the split. So there you go. That's there you go. Thank you, Sarah, for clarifying. Like I say, guys, full transparency. We always want to make sure that you guys always know exactly the details of everything that we talk about on this live, whether it's a trade from myself, from one of the mods, or if it's a trade from a member. We want to make sure you guys always have all the full details, full transparency inside TTG. Okay. So that mobile app is what will allow you guys to use the platform for those of you that work full-time jobs and you guys are busy and you can't be sitting in front of your computer screen all day long. We have over 10,500 members in True Trading Group Mode, many of which have full-time jobs. That's how they're able to benefit from the platform. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with one of our mods to go over and answer questions, anything that you guys are curious about, so we can really help speed up that learning curve. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat. This will cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included with your membership when you join TTG. You're also going to get TradingView's premium charting software, which will be about $600 a year if you go to TradingView. It's included with your membership. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. It streams live on our platform every day. That's an industry standard, best scanner out there. You guys get access to that as well. eTNA's simulator, which lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses without risking your hard-earned money. This will cost you just under $1,000 if you went to eTNA directly. It is included with your membership. You'll get our own proprietary scanner that will let you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow, which is extremely expensive data, but is included with your membership when you join TTG. You're going to get also a trading journal. That trading journal will allow you to track all of your trading, break it down to the statistics and the numbers to see what you are doing wrong so you know what improvements you need to make. You'll also get a social sentiment scanner that will go through Reddit, stock tweets, and Twitter, tell you which ticker symbols are being mentioned the most, so you can help stay ahead of the crowd. You get analyst ratings on any company you're interested in. You'll know exactly how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating, what the short data is, if there's been insider buying, if there's been insider selling, you get access to all of it. Of course, a watch list gets published every day in TTG from the mods, what stocks we're looking at and how we intend on trading them, what's the game plan behind those trades. You guys will know where to focus your attention. And then you get all of the courses. The courses are a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures. It's all included. You don't have to pay extra for any of it. There's no upsell for courses. All right. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. It's all included. And then you get a video library with about 400 hours of workshops covering a variety of different topics. And you can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member. Guys, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is that if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group, and don't make the 1137 back at least once during your membership, I'm going to give you back double your money, $2,274, and you can keep the free laptop. You'll know you're getting one. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to 1137, check out, you're good to go. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the free laptop. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members all over the world in True Trading Group. You live on planet Earth, we'll get you that free laptop. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoyed the trading week. Hope you enjoyed the live. We'll be back Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern live. Set your reminders now. We'll go over the outlook and go over my plan on how to make money next week. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Remember, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys all in chat. And I'll see you Sunday evening on the live. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.